guess I'm just gonna start from the top. What I expected from the prison was for me to be really, really nervous, turn red, probably sweat a lot, and that's really what I expected. I expected to be really scared, probably wouldn't look anybody in the face. Once we were there, it was a medium security prison design. There was chain link fences everywhere, there was guard towers everywhere. It was the whole vibe that I was getting of the prison. When we were finally there, they took us in, they grabbed our IDs, and then they bussed us into a little passageway. And then the door locked behind us, the door in front of us locked as well. I got like a little Sally Port vibe off of that little passageway, because the door behind us locked, front locked. That's what I got from it. Once we were there inside, they took us to a yard, and we were going through the yard. They took us to an automotive project that they had going, where the inmates restore cars, fix cars for people, in return for like a lesser charge. But one of the downsides was that it would take a while for them to get their car back. But this gave inmates something to do, something to look forward to, so they're not just looking forward to breakfast, lunch, dinner, something better than just chilling on the benches talking to people. It gave them something real to do. After we left that, we went over to what they described as the jail inside of prison. I was getting a more maximum security vibe off of the building they were talking about. This is where they kept like the worst people from the prison. Like, as we went in, we were just bombarded by comments. It was unreal. Like, they just started yelling, screaming, they started banging on the walls. Like, it was bad for me, because I hate being the center of attention. And although I wasn't the center of attention, the whole group was the center of attention. And from that, I was nervous, didn't want to look anybody in the face, started sweating. I don't normally just sweat when I just stand there, but just standing in that room made me start sweating like crazy, like that. It was bad for me, but the girls had it so much worse. They were calling out Blondie, they were calling out the girl with the skirt. It was just intense. I never want to be put in that position again. When we went out, we walked by the workout areas, the gym area, and as we were walking, there was a student that asked the female correction officers that was giving us a tour about some of the challenges she faces if they treat her differently than the male corrections officer, and she said no. This was surprisingly. She said no because she says the way she carries herself out, she doesn't show emotion, she doesn't let herself get taken advantage of by the inmates. She's really strict. She said because of this, the inmates treat her, if not the same, as a male correction officer. So it didn't really seem like she had too much of a problem with that. I think it's just how you carry yourself out. If you look like someone weak, they're gonna take advantage, and if you don't, all means to you. But she was talking about an issue that we had in the book about jail suicides, and she mentioned that she actually saved someone's life a few weeks ago before we were there at the tour. She walked in and she saw somebody trying to kill themselves, and she just went in there and took control of the situation, saved the guy's life. And that's an amazing part of the job. Like, you just saved someone's life, and yeah, you saved someone's life. That's all I gotta say. But after we were leaving, we went to a room where they had the weapons and other things that the inmates have been making. That was really cool to see how the inmates were making things. But yeah, that's what I got from it. Is definitely an experience that I will always remember, something I won't forget. It makes me want to be a better person, so I don't go into the other side of the cell. And I think that's it.